We are on the south end of the football field, and I am here with a very special guest who is also a DePauw alum. This is Bill Rasmussen, the founder of ESPN. Hi, Bill. How are you doing?
Julia, it's a nice, warm, sunny day.
Very, very warm.
November day, but it's another Wabash DePauw game, and those are great days and great memories from a long time ago.
Absolutely. So how has your trip to DePauw been? How has it been being back in Greencastle, your alma mater?
We've been treated royally, and we've had a chance to meet a lot of folks just like you and all of the various programs, and I had to miss a couple, and finally they admitted that they overbooked me. Can you believe it? Do you believe that I even believe that they overbooked me? Had a great time meeting individually and with groups with all of you. It's just been a revelation for me that, you know, the young folks today are as enthusiastic as we were, but you've got many more things to be enthusiastic about.
Oh, absolutely. So do you want to look back at some of your DePauw memories? What was your favorite DePauw memory? Going many years back. It's up to you.
As long as you don't say how many years back.
I didn't say.
I know. We weren't fortunate enough to win any Wabash games when I was here. So I'm not going to go to the... I'm watching this dance team come off. They were really good. They were really cute. I think one of the most enduring memories I have was literally the first day I stepped on campus. We were, I'm from Chicago. I was then. I came down here, and we had all the ideas about what it was going to be like, and I was trying to imagine what it would be, and my father just pulled the car over to the curb and said, "Well, you're here. You can get out now, and we'll talk to you soon." He drove away, and I was standing there, and I thought, wow, this is literally the first time really in your life at that point that somebody says, you're on your own. I was there. And I had to start off, and we did fraternity rushing those days in the very first week. Everybody did it, and it was over. And then trying to keep my scholarship the first year was a challenge. But we made it, and that's got it done. But really, overall, the entire experience is just something that I wish everybody had a chance to, and you certainly are having a chance to enjoy and learn from it. And your enthusiasm going into the world is going to be sensational.
How has DePauw completely affected all your success? You know, you're a very successful man. How has DePauw helped you become this successful?
I think it's really the work ethic that you can get here if you choose to. Many students go through college, university, and so on as kind of it's the last great gasp of we can have a lot of fun. But if you learn in class after class, sometimes they're not very easy, sometimes they are, but you have to endure, and so I have finally kind of boiled it down after all these years that you have to ask a lot of questions. You should always be curious and never be complacent. You heard me say that more than once. But really, a college student, a college education is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and you should take every advantage of it that you can, as most of the media fellows and management fellows and students here do. And really, it wasn't as formalized back when I was here, but that's what we all did.
That's amazing. Okay, so one of my favorite stories that you told was about when you were in the car in traffic and you decided to have ESPN be a 24-hour sports station. Can you just, recap that story? Because I think everyone should hear it.
Well, it was 1978, and I had been working for the Hartford Whalers and the American World Hockey Association, and they missed the playoffs. I got fired Memorial Day weekend. And I had 3 kids in school and so on. You get fired, you get a little nervous. And so we had been working with the local cable systems to try and understand some of the cable was in its very beginning stages then. And they called a meeting in Connecticut. They had only 5 operating cable systems. We went to talk to them. And everybody had different ideas. But one guy said, RCA has this new thing called satellite, and they think that it's going to be a big deal in the future. So he gave us a phone number. We called RCA, and I didn't even know if they'd answer the phone. But the guy came up. He came up and told us we could buy 5 hours, 24 hours a day for a 5-year contract. Sounded good with all that time. How could we not do something with it? So that's what we did. And then it was, now we have 24 hours to fill. The 3 major networks at that time did about 1,400 hours between them, 500 or 600 hours each. And there are 8,760 hours in a year, and we had just agreed to fill 8,760 hours from one channel. And so we were riding to New Jersey with my son Scott, who's an '86 graduate of DePauw, and wondering we just kept saying, what are we going to put on? What are we going to put on? Where are we going to find a program? And he said, I don't know, play football all day for I care. That set in motion the whole thought process of the NCAA and all the games. And that particular year when we followed up, we found that the NCAA had sanctioned 116,000 events. That's a lot more than 8,760 hours, so we knew we had it then, and we spent the rest of that trip all the way to New Jersey and all the way back planning what turned out to be Sports Center and all of the different things that we did in one single round trip to New Jersey. We got home at 1 in the morning, so excited. We got our yellow legal pad and started making notes. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And literally many of the things that we did that night, including a sketch of the first building that we handed to the architect, and he said, you might want to add some stairwells and a few things like that. But that one day, August 16th, 1978, literally the formative year, formative day, formative hours of ESPN, and everything that we talked about that day came to pass, which is still astounds me.
Yes, it's a channel that has changed many people's lives, including my own, because I love watching it. It's amazing. Okay, so now let's talk about the game. What are your predictions?
Talk about the game.
We got to talk about the game. So what are your predictions for the second half? It's tied 14-14, starting fresh going in.
It's half a game now is going to decide it all. I thought DePauw would be at least up 3 or maybe 7 at the half. And I had the good fortune to just have a few minutes chat with the quarterback, and he said that he thought they had the plan, and I can't reveal it because they might be listening. They might not be wanting to implement it until the second half. I think that DePauw's, I have to say this because I've never seen them win, but today I think they're going to win. I think it might be an exciting finish. It might be a field goal one way or another or a long punt return. I think there's going to be one spectacular play by one team or the other that's going to be a decision maker. And my prediction is it's going to be DePauw, finally.
Love it. I gotta love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bill, Rasmussen, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Keep your nose to the grindstone, as they say. You're going to be a very great success in this business.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to go back to you, Tyler, in the studio. Let's go Tigers.